And I really love this next comic. Please welcome to the stage Cameron Sablan.
You say that to everyone. I'm beginning to think you may not mean it. Uh-oh, there's no coaster there. I hope that wood is tempered. I can use a coaster. We're not monsters. How was everyone's Easter? It's still April. I feel like I can still ask that. Did you guys paint some eggs? And by that I mean have unprotected sex? You shouldn't do that. Herpes is out there. Just waiting for you. Waiting for... I can't do it, man. You're in front. I'm not gonna do that to you. I won't put that on you. I get kind of tired of this time of the year. It's like, relax, Jesus. It's Easter, not meester. It's not all about you. I was a fairly blasphemous child. I grew up Methodist, so like our communion was Hawaiian bread and cranberry juice. It was delicious. You better believe I developed a hunger for the sacrament of Christ. And whoever came up with that was a genius. I mean, they believe in God, so let's not go crazy, but, you know, still a really good idea. I used to have my mom go pick that combo up from the grocery store. Think I'm gonna wait till Sunday? No. Not when the blood and body of Christ pair really well with after-school cartoons. I'm not a drug guy. I don't know if I lose cool points for that. I know it's 420. Woo. I'm not against drugs. If we're hanging out, you light up a joint, I'm not gonna slap it out of your hand. I might if you don't offer me any first. So I'm not a fan of drugs, but I am a fan of common courtesy. You just ask. I can decline politely. Feel included too, you know? But, I mean, I've done drugs. I grew up in an upper middle class neighborhood, so cocaine was around. Like, you know, growing up, you go over to the kid's house with the lax parents and you swipe the bottle of vodka, you drink it, and then you fill it up with water and hope they don't notice. Like, I would go over to a kid's house and they'd do that with cocaine. One of our friends would come over with some Gold Bond medicated foot powder. Like, let's do some cocaine. I want to make it snow. They'll never know, probably. But I'm just going to take a minute here and just say, like, I am not upper middle class anymore. In fact, it's amazing how far I've fallen without the help of drugs at all. Like, I did that all on my own. Dare really needs to update their lesson plan. Sometimes your worst enemy is yourself. And a Netflix account. I remember the first time that I tried cocaine. My friend had some and he was like, hey, do you want to try this? And I was a little hesitant, I was scared. And eventually I was like, you know what, sure. But only like a child-sized amount. Like however much you give like a small child, like that's where I want to start. You know, he got offended. And then I got offended because like you can't be offering me drugs on your metaphorical high horse. When I'm trying to do a responsible amount of cocaine, sir. I'm not saying let's go give cocaine to children, but if a child were to do cocaine, you'd want him to do like a little bit. That's how much I wanted to do. Like, you know, like a Snickers bar? And you have like fun-sized? Like, I just wanted to do like a fun-sized amount of coke. Which is apparently any amount at all. I don't know. I think most of my aversion from drugs comes from my father's party boy nature. I'm not gonna say he smokes weed up here, but I will say that you can tell that somebody smokes weed by how much they argue for the legalization of it. Like, my dad argues about it a lot. I've wasted many Thanksgiving dinners just listening to him rant, and it's like, nobody's disagreeing with you. Just cut the turkey. We're hungry. I also won't say that I've ever smoked with him, and it was super awkward. And I will say I would have benefited less from lessons in school about the perils of peer pressure and more from lessons about the feelings you get trying to clear a gravity bong to make your father proud. Like, I can't. So, eternal disappointment. Cap City, you were amazing. Thank you. I'm Cameron Sablan.